So I'm staying in like this 1980s hotel off the interstate in the middle of nowhere in Nebraska. And it's a jacuzzi room. This place is bigger than my apartment. Hello. It's like 9:30, unfortunately. It's like 9:30 in Corza. We're still at this amazing. So this works, by the way. Jets work. You got the little 1980s steps up to it, and I love the mirrors. The amount of cocaine that has been done on this bathtub is, I'm sure, could kill a small elephant. But we are going to take Highway 30, which is basically just follows the interstate. And if I ever get tired of not being on the interstate, I can just get onto the interstate. We're 4 hours, 4.5 hours from Denver, maybe even 5. It's like 9:30, 9:45. Late start, but I was a little tired after yesterday's ride. No shower this morning. I figured by the time we get to Denver, I'll be able to check into a hotel, and I can take a shower then if I want to. So it's just kind of sucking it up and getting it done until we can get to Denver here. So we'll get going. All right, here we go. So I'm guessing we have about probably about 2 hours left in Nebraska here. We are hitting Highway 30. So this place was only like $70, right? And it's dated. It's from the 80s, early 80s, late 70s, and they actually had decent breakfast for that price. I mean, so you can't get a hotel room hardly at all for $70 anymore. But this is Corza, or Kozad. It's Kozad, and $70. I paid him an extra $20 for the to have the jacuzzi in there because it's hilarious. And actually, it was pretty nice after yesterday. Yesterday was kind of chilly through most of the day. It didn't get warm till the afternoon, and it was nice to hang out there. I actually bartered with him. He wanted one 20 for it, and I had paid 70 on Expedia. And I was like, well, what if I just give you a 20? He's like, he him and hawed a little bit, said he couldn't do it, and then thought about it for a little bit, and then said, fine. So I think he just pocketed the 20 and let me have the nicer room, which I thought was hilarious. So, oh motherfucker! Holy shit, that's a big hole. There was another reason why I'm filming is why do I keep seeing all of these scooter coffees? Hey, let's go get some coffee at Scooters, and we can go four-wheeling after. I just think that's hilarious. I thought this was a southern chain. I'd only seen them in Arkansas, but I guess they are getting big. We actually have some in Minnesota now, too. But, still, yeah, speaking to these nice small towns in Nebraska, and it's windy again. Sonny's Superfoods. Yeah, these little Nebraskan towns, you know, they seem to be doing pretty well for themselves here. What's going to be interesting is when we cross the Colorado border. Last time we were farther north. Last time I went through Colorado, it was pretty destitute actually. Not a lot of money, so it's going to be interesting to see how the quality of the small towns changes, because I was not impressed. There's no stop sign here. I was not impressed with the small towns. Oh fuck, there is a stop. Jeez, completely looking left and that light's out. What was I gonna say? But yeah, so we'll see. I just remember last time when we went through Colorado, it looked pretty damn poor in eastern Colorado, but we'll see here. And I really hope I'm still on Highway 30. I have not been paying attention to signs. Another great little small town in Nebraska. I actually haven't, this is only the second historical marker we've seen through Nebraska. Kind of disappointing. When we were going through more northern Nebraska last time, they're damn near everywhere. Before we read this, I want to look at something here. So you see that contrail. I looked up and I'm like, did the plane make a turn? But I'm guessing there's just more wind right there. Okay. So I won't read this, but I will let you pause right here and then you can take a look at it. Okay. A Russian prince hunted buffalo in this area. That's insane. This is actually pretty interesting. Wild Bill, I've been to his grave. Custer, I'm sorry, Wild Bill, Buffalo Bill. I don't know who the North Brothers are, the Pawnee Scouts. Okay, so there's a bunch of Indian battles here, fighting for the West. Pretty crazy. So I think the Platte River is on the other side of this road here. You can see a tree line. We're basically following the Platte River. It's on their left, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see a tree line on the left where all the cows are hanging out right now. And then you can see a million cows right there. But yeah, all right, we're gonna continue on. This is North Platte, another nice little small town in Nebraska. And the only correlation I am seeing between these, nice smaller towns, 5,000 people, is if you've already eaten, there's really nothing to do. That's the downside of life in a small town. You either go out to eat, or I guess you can go to the bar. Maybe you go to his shop fields. We're gonna check this out here. Is there a coffee shop nearby? Try to find a coffee shop here. I think I just passed one actually. Well, game nights, collectibles and gifts, realty. Look at this. Pretty nice little theater down there. Not too bad. Cedar room, fancy little dining area. Discount pack and so is there one behind me? Spill the tea. Does Spill the Tea have coffee? Huh. I like Nebraska. Hello. We are still in what's it called? North Platte, a town of just 26,000. And you got some cool older buildings here. This road isn't as impressive, but this downtown area is actually pretty nice. I went to a coffee shop, no name on the cup unfortunately, and honestly, coffee shop could have been in Minneapolis and I wouldn't have blinked an eye. It's a nice little town. Sorry. Nebraska punches above its weight, I think. These, you know, smaller towns, larger towns, under 30,000, you're probably still a town, are pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of storefronts that are closed, but I would say you're looking at probably about a 50% rental rate here. Canteen district. Realty, shoes. Still in North Platte. Fun little western mural there. We're riding this bridge over the train. There's a lot of trains going through Nebraska. So I had to pull off the side of the road because I got a call about work, but I think this shows a great, the transitional geography that we're kind of going through here. On my left, you have the fertile breadbasket of America, of the American Midwest here, and we have the rolling hills that aren't good for, it's not good soil, but it's good for cattle grazing. To the right here, so we're in far western Nebraska, and slowly, we're leaving these plains, and we're gonna head into, well, we're following these plains, but it's eventually gonna just keep rising, and when we get to Colorado, each town will show the different elevation, and it'll just keep going higher until we get to Denver. But I want to look at a topographical map because I wonder, we're very far south, but we are directly south of the Badlands in South Dakota. And I wonder if, South Dakota is just a little more arid, no plant growth, which allowed it to be eroded in such a way that you get the Badlands. And then once you get farther south, it becomes a little less arid and allows for smaller vegetation to kind of take hold on the rolling hills here. But it's kind of funny, the stark contrast, right? And you can, when you can see farther right, or north I should say, it's hilly that whole way. And when I was in a similar area in Nebraska, northern Nebraska last year or 2 years ago, it was very hilly. So I wonder if this is the end of kind of the Badlands geological feature, and this is where the plains are. Because I haven't seen any real hills to the left. When you're in Nebraska, this is about what you have to pay attention to. So we're going to keep going here, and slowly we are going to begin to rise up on a very flat plain up towards the Rocky Mountains. Our elevation is going to slowly continue to gather. Another thing, and this just might be my small experiences with Colorado and Nebraska, going across Nebraska each time you get these amazing puffy cotton ball cumulus clouds, and once we kind of get into the higher plains of Colorado, for some reason it feels like you see mostly kind of like stratus, those wispy clouds, and I wonder if it has to do with the elevation. Lots of things to make broad assumptions about, but it's something I'm gonna Google and look up later. So there we go. Okay. See, I skipped the historical marker back there because there was a guy at it, and I just really didn't feel like hanging out with dude. Before we look at it, we're about 6 hours south of the Badlands, like directly south, I think. Okay, as with everything, go ahead and hit pause here, and it'll take a second here. Oh yeah, so pause here, and then pause here.
Go.
Where the hell is this historical marker? Okay, here we go. Whew, historical marker again. So I skipped the covered wagon one because I had just passed the semi. That was not fun to pass. I didn't want to get stuck behind him again. 1960 to 1961. So when was the Civil War? 1960 to 64, right? Please tell me that's not okay. It's like I should be far enough ahead of that semi. South Platte Station, 1.5 miles directly south, erected to the intrepid riders and operators, 1932, 1982, 1932. Mile and a half south. Fuck me. There it is. I was hoping that they weren't following me. There he is. Okay, Pony Express. Yeah. Well, that wasn't worth getting stuck behind. I think we're gonna chill out, send a couple texts, and smoke a cigarette here. So it's kind of a border town a little bit with Nebraska. Well, not really. We're half hour, 45 minutes from the border. And one dispensary, two dispensaries. This one right here's a dispensary. 3 dispensaries in a block. Garden supply. Unless that's a euphemism. I just thought that was crazy. Well, I checked the weather yesterday in Denver, and it was going to be sunny all weekend. And I noticed some clouds. I'm like, well, hey, wait a minute, what's going on here? And I looked at the weather, and it's gonna rain here in about 2 hours, and about 3 hours, and the whole weekend it's going to rain. So we're just going to store the bike. We have a little break in storms tomorrow morning. We're going to store the bike tomorrow morning, and I think it's going to turn into us drinking a lot more because we're not going to actually be heading up through the mountains because it's going to be storming tomorrow and Sunday. I'm very proud of how I've rigged this, by the way. It is charging while plugged in. My port's broken. There we go, 54% charge. Yeah, so we're gonna have to, I'm kind of racing a storm right now into Denver. It's gonna rain about 5. It is 2:15 right now, and we're an hour and 53 minutes away. So we're gonna race over there, try to get into the city as much as possible, and then just deal with the rain once we hit it, and then we're gonna go smoke a cigar and go to a couple bars, it looks like. We are heading to the Slate in downtown Denver. Very highly ranked hotel. It's not a big skyscraper, which I wanted, but whatever. Save some money. Stop it anytime. Oh, it's right here. Parking here? I'll park over here. As soon as he's parking. How's it going? I haven't booked yet. Does parking come with?
So it does not. If you want to leave the motorcycle, if you want it in the garage, we can just charge you $20 for it.
20 bucks? Okay.
And I can show you where to put it.
Okay.
If you don't want to do that, you are welcome to leave it out here, but you just have to put it like next to that wall right there.
How bad of an idea is that?
That's up to you. That's what, you know. I will mention, we got cameras around here and everything.
I'll probably end up putting it in the garage. I kind of just leave it right there for now.
Yeah, you just pull it up next to that wall, and then once you go get checked in, whatever, just come back out.
I'll check the crime reports, yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.